All over the world, societies are making efforts to decarbonise the energy industry, developing and implementing new ways to provide and store clean energy.
The diversity of applications from which renewable energy is supported is huge, and that could run from PV solar farms to biomass to hydroelectric applications to EV charging and battery storage too.
Understanding the compliance regulations is key to getting the right cable.
We're a global supplier, and each individual country has its own specific standards and approvals that cables need to meet. We engage with the customers at the beginning of projects, designers, specifiers, to make sure that the right cables are used for the right applications. If something doesn't exist and it's a completely new application, we have a huge technical support base here to help design, develop, bring to market and approve cables.
At Eland Cables, our world-class testing laboratory rigorously tests our cables to minimise the risk of failure.
If someone thinks there's no risk to putting any power cable or control or instrumentation cable into their particular project, they're wrong. Things do go wrong. The associated cost of repairing those cables in 6 months' time or 2 years' time or even 10 years' time is extremely high, particularly given the nature of the geographical locations of some of these applications.
So if you're in the renewable industry, such as solar or wind farms, where cables are installed permanently outdoors, you want to know the cable that you're installing is sufficient to withstand UV radiation. So over time, the UV radiation will start to affect the sheath, which normally makes it brittle, so it can start to crack. We use the UV machine to accelerate exposed conditions such as sunlight, and we're trying to put the cable samples under them external conditions, but in a controlled environment. You want to know that that cable that is installed externally is going to be sufficient for UV stability and not start to degrade.
Renewable energy projects around the world rely on our products and expertise, with cables delivered where they need to be, when they need to be there.
It gives us great satisfaction being innovative and creating a sustainable future, knowing that the work that we're doing today will pay dividends not just for ourselves, but for future generations as well.
Eland Cables, a tailored service on a global scale.